you have a computer right now, you run a global corporation. All you have to do is press enter and your stuff can be available all around the world. So the game has changed. The game of can you shop my music to the major labels has changed. It's not about that anymore. It's about one, having that hot song, and two, getting it out there, maybe going viral, finding your way to get it out to people.
And everybody here wants to go to the United States, where I want to go to France, because France paid them more publishing. If they're in a restaurant and they spend over $8, the artists get a check. And I said, wow, and it's euros too? Why am I going over there? It's just like a Canadian artist, you want to go to the United States where 500,000 is gold and 1 million is platinum. In Canada, 40,000 is gold, 80 is platinum. Why am I going over there?
Do you really need radio? I think that it really does help your career. I mean, you know what? Like, honestly, booking agents look at who's getting played on the radio. Any big festivals that book look at who's getting played on the radio. And so it really does, like sometimes it makes me like cringe, but on other aspects it's like, yeah, if you want to get your career to a different level, then radio is actually essential. Like I find this a lot of times with artists, they'll go like, I've got a rock song, I've got a country song, I've got, you know, I've got a hip hop song. It's like, well, who are you? Because I've got to have a follow-up single. So if we're gonna make sure, if your first single is country, I've got to have a follow-up single that's country. If your first single is like in the, like, you know, like rock, I got to have a follow-up single. People want to know that you're a career artist as well. They want to know that there's going to be another single, because they want to be able to know that if they've got 5 currents, that you're an artist that they're going to have another current from, and another song, and another song. So they want to bank on someone. They don't want to play one-hit wonders. They want to play someone that's going to be back and have another one.
I was working as a waiter, I was working at the Gap, and I was working at Sunglass Hut, and then I was working at Baby Blue Radio. So that's how I started these journeys to New York. I made like $2,000 saved up, and I was like, oh, that's wicked. I got $2,000. That's enough. I'm gonna move to the States, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get a record deal. Obviously, that didn't pan out. So what I would do is I would just save up, make money, try to stretch it as long as I could, tuna fish in water for like weeks, and I would stretch that as long as I could. And then when I ran out of money, I would just come back and get a next job. And I didn't stop the hustle. It's just that every time I had to come back here, there was no meetings, there was no nothing. So I tried to use my time effectively. Every time I had to come back because I didn't have money, I worked my one job to pay my bills, and then I worked my next job to pay my dues. You know, 9 to 5 somewhere else, and then 6 to 12, 6 to 3 in the morning in the studio. And I you know,
it's an art of hustling.
It's a constant struggle, but you know, if you love it and you believe in the prize, then you're gonna do the things that you need to do to get there. You know.
This your boy Mr. 40H from 40H ENT. Understand what I'm saying? Right now you're watching Ronnie TV. Don't touch that dial. Don't move nowhere.
I'm in the lane, It's the hammer in the game, Haters get banned from the game, Trying to bring family to the game, hey. And it's a east side tick, hey. Let me show y'all the east side slick, hey. Got my niggas on the east side slick, hey. And I'll be rolling as a street side tick, hey. We start rocking with the legs, with the legs. Then we start rocking with the pig, hey. Y'all know mama, come on. Them skanking on the block, is skanking on the block, coming out, just now, same video coming out real quick.
This is Flexo, one half of Connected by Blood. Yeah, so we're definitely more 90s era inspired. So a lot of the inspiration in our music comes from a group like Wu-Tang, comes from artists like Nas, AZ. I could go on forever. Definitely getting a crazy feedback. Like I said, right now it's a duo between me and my brother, Connected by Blood. We just got a crazy shout out the other day. Somebody hit us up on Instagram saying that they never heard a duo like this since like Mobb Deep, and that was crazy. So we know that we're getting to the people, they're liking what they're hearing, and they're appreciating the time and work that we're putting into the music, they're appreciating the lyricism. A lot of people are forgetting that lyricism is very important in hip-hop.
I grew up in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, so that's the home of Sidney Crosby. So I had a lot of folk background, but also my mom would only play the oldie station, so a lot of Motown. 'Cause a part of me, the heart of me, will always be there. Yes, I'm still wishing there was no such thing as after you. 'Cause a part of me, the heart of me, will always be there with you.
I won CBC Toronto's Song in the Six contest, and it was like who can write the best Toronto anthem. And I heard about it about 3 weeks before the deadline, wrote the song in 3 days, and I recorded the song, put it through, and it ended up winning the competition out of about 300 artists, so it was really big for me. Right now I'm working on my EP, and that's gonna have a whole bunch of great music, and it's my follow-up project. My dad is very, very supportive. He's my #1 supporter, and he is a DJ, so he loves music. He grew up with music, and I grew up listening to music because of him. If your love is sitting now, and you're feeling real proud, I wanna hear you real loud. Throw your hands in the air like this, from the 6, from the oh. If your love is sitting now, and you're feeling real proud, I wanna hear you, I wanna hear you. Put up, hey, from the 6, from the 6. I'm from the 6.
On the block, yeah, I'm skanking on the block, yeah.